Welcome everybody to week 2 of high school football, and I am with the first-year head coach of the Williamsport Millionaires, Mike Pearson. Coach, congratulations first of all. I know this is a great situation for you, and tell us a little bit about what we can expect tonight from your Millionaires.
Well, we're real excited about this matchup. Pittston's been working hard. We've been working hard. We've both seen great competition. I feel finally after 2 weeks like we really know our team. You know, being new, having one scrimmage and then a game. So I feel like we know these kids now. I just think you're going to see a lot of explosive plays, ball thrown around the field quite a bit. And hopefully we do a good job defending Pittston because they have an outstanding offense.
And speaking of that, they do. All their receiving core, from what we see, are all seniors. They seem to be very well seasoned, and the quarterback, big kid, doesn't run a whole lot, but can run. So what are your plans for DeLuca tonight?
Well, we really want to try to make it hard for him to have easy windows to throw into because he's very confident with his throws, and then try to contain him when he gets outside the pocket because he's really good at staying alive as a passer once he leaves the pocket.
And as usual, no shortage of skill players on the offensive side of the ball for the Millionaires. But in talking with you earlier in the week, there were some things that you felt you needed to work on offensively to allow those skilled players to shine.
Sure. I mean, if we're being real honest, real transparent, we graduated a great class up front last year. Our guys are working hard to build a line out of the kids that were juniors on last year's team and even some younger kids. So that's our great challenge. I think everybody in town knows it, but the kids have been great. They're working at it, and we're going to try to get it done with a younger offensive line. But hey, that's the way the game of football goes.
And that's how it goes, is right. And all they can do is improve every week.
Yep.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you tonight and the Millionaires, and I hope you get your first of many victories.
I hope so. That would be great, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And Lyle doesn't always drive a Chevy truck, but when he does want a Chevy, he knows to go to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Blaze Alexander Kickoff Show. We are on WebbWeekly Live, powered by PA Sports Live. Paul Ball, alongside Rich Salonis. Beautiful STA Stadium, a beautiful night, Coach, for football.
It is. Week 2 already. That seems to be flying by. Pretty soon we'll be in playoffs.
We'll be rushing them down here. Hey, tonight, 2 0-1 teams looking to get their first victory tonight. The Pittston area Patriots last week played a very tough Hazleton team, very close for a half. They ended up on the short end of a 47-15 loss to the Cougars last year, 3-8. But they got Drew DeLuca, a 6'3 junior, 210-pounder. Coach, he's got really good legs, and he's a big kid.
He is, and he's throwing to a very well-seasoned and experienced receiving group. As a matter of fact, all of the starters, at least from last week and what we project for tonight, and even 2 key subs are all seniors. So Drew's a junior. Right? They were a little inconsistent last week, but in terms of experience, he's throwing to some kids that have been around the block. This isn't their first rodeo.
Yeah, and he's going to be throwing. We thought Robbie Barberi, 3 catches, 37 yards last week. Kevin Lockett, really good hands. He's really quick. And number 14, Anthony Rinelli, another one, had 1 catch, but they threw the ball at him a lot last year. All seniors. You said the consistency. It's only week 2 for the junior quarterback. He wants to be on the same page as these guys.
Well, one of the things, if Pittston holds true to what they did last week, you're going to see a whole bunch of different receiving packages. They'll play kids at running back, and then a couple series later, they'll be out at a receiver's position. So I think Coach Barberi realizes that he's got some experienced kids in the skill spots, and he's looking to use them as best as he can in different positions.
Yeah, and their running back, Harry Huwezi. We had to get the pronunciation so we didn't butcher it up, Coach. 8 carries last week, only 11 yards against that stingy Cougars defense. We talked to Dennis Bookman about that, and he said he just couldn't get going.
No, I think Coach Barberi would tell you that he was most likely unhappy with the consistency last week. Pittston looked good on a couple of drives, and then the majority of the game, they just seemed to sputter. They couldn't seem to get their offense rolling. And as you said, close for a half, and then they doomed themselves with a couple of turnovers in the second half. And once that ball started rolling downhill, it was kind of hard to stop it.
It's like a rolling stone gathers no moss, as they say. Let's talk about the Millionaires. 0-1 last week, went out to State College, and before they know it, they were down 42-0 at the half. They managed to come back and did a couple good things in the second half. They lost 42-14. Mike Pearson's first season here, 6-6 last year. What more can we say, Coach?
Well, again, the score can be a little bit deceiving. You're looking at a game that was fairly close at the beginning. Williamsport throws a key interception very deep in their own territory, returned for a touchdown, a punt return later on in the first half for a touchdown, and another long run for a touchdown. That's 21 of those 42 points at halftime. Williamsport had its chances, overthrew 2 wide open touchdown passes. So, the stats and the scores can be a little bit deceiving, but the biggest place Coach Pearson is going to have to find an answer for is on both sides of the line of scrimmage up front. As you know, Williamsport decimated last year with the loss of numerous key players on the defense and offensive line. So, that's probably the worst place to be, young and inexperienced, when you're playing against these schools.
Yeah, and talk about inexperience. They got a new quarterback, Caleb Williamson. He is a junior, 6 foot, 170-pounder. Last week, 9 for 20, 93 yards. A first-year starter. Coach, you always say it. He's got to manage the game.
Absolutely. Any quarterback in any system, what you want is consistency, and you want time of possession, and you want to keep the ball with your offense. Turnovers kill.
Yeah, and at running back, they got 2 studs at running back. Nasir Hennigan returns, the senior, 5'10", 205-pounder, 13 carries, 31 yards. He did get into the end zone. And Alonzo Rice, you talk about an unsung hero, 6 carries, 24 yards. He also scored. Alonzo played a little tight end last year, so he can catch the ball out of the backfield. 2 grabs last week for 15 yards. And that could be Williamson's best friend out of the backfield, dumping it off to those backs.
Correct. And I think tonight you may see Williamsport break a little bit of what they did last week. They opened up and ran a lot of pro-eye sets with a single tight end and a flanker and split end. Look for Williamsport to go a little bit more spread, 2 and 3 wides tonight. Give that offensive line a little bit of a chance to pass block and not so much worry about pushing people off the line of scrimmage until they can mature and get better.
And we talked about Pittston's wide receivers. Williamsport has 3 really good wide receivers. Number 11, Yazir Slaughter. George Whaley, he played quarterback last year, had 3 catches for 27 yards in the first game. Looked really good running those slant patterns, and they get their man back. The fastest guy on the team, Jameer Harder, number 3, returns. He missed the first game with an injury. Jameer is back, and look for them to stretch the field with him.
Absolutely. There's no substitute for speed. And Williamsport very rarely, if ever, has a lack of skilled position players. However, you can have all the skill in the world if you can't give your quarterback time to throw. If you can't open any run lanes for your run game, it's going to be a long night, because when we get to Pittston's defense, all those receivers are their defensive backs. So you're looking at a total senior-dominated secondary.
Coach, I'm looking for a track meet here as the track is behind us here. I think we're going to see a lot of points. Real quick in closing, how about your keys to the game for Pittston?
Well, I know I'm sounding like a broken record the longer that I do this, but for Pittston, it's the C word tonight. Get some consistency on the offensive side of the ball. They've got playmakers, they've got running backs. However, they need to put it all together. Defensively, very easy. They've got to stop Williamsport's playmakers from big plays.
And for Port?
For Port, I think they've got to find their niche. The offensive and defensive lines have to play a little bit more physical tonight and let their playmakers do their thing.
Yeah, I think most importantly for Williamsport at home with the home crowd behind them is to get off to a good start. Don't get yourself in the hole. Don't get yourself behind the sticks. We saw that last week with Montgomery, and you see how that ended up.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it here. We're going to have the opening kickoff coming up. We'll send it back upstairs.
With so many great cars to choose from, Lyle doesn't always drive a Nissan, but when he does, he goes to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle fetch your next new vehicle at blazealexander.com.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
FastMaz Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints, all ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to FastMaz.
I got mine, get yours.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And with all the luxury SUVs on the market, Lyle doesn't always drive a Grand Cherokee. But when he does choose to drive one, he knows to look on blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com. With so many great vehicles to choose from, Lyle, the most interesting dog in the world, doesn't always drive a Toyota, but when he does, he goes to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
All right, good evening, everyone, to WebbWeeklyLive.com, powered by PA Sports Live. Paul Ball alongside Rich Salonis, STA Stadium. Williamsport will be receiving the ball. It is a beautiful night here at STA Stadium, and Kevin Lockett's going to squib that one and field it and bounces around, and a millionaire fell on it about the 37-yard line, Coach.
They did, and they're going to have excellent field position. Something about onside kicks this year. We saw one last week. We saw a wonderful planned one Saturday by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And now we see a squib kind of onside kick tonight.
And Caleb Williamson will lead the offense out. The junior, 6 foot, 170-pounder. Millionaires start off 1st and 10, ball at their 37-yard line. They're going to go 4 wide here. Actually, no, we got tight end there, 4 wide. Williamson, a little pass off the line. That's Hennigan. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line. Sidesteps the man, still on his feet, and flags fly, and he's close to a first down, Coach.
Well, he is, Paul, but you're either going to get a face mask or a block in the back. Something over there didn't look right. But a great way for Williamsport to open the game. Safe throw, a quick throw, as we talked earlier, about having the offensive line be able to hold their blocks.
It's going to be against Williamsport. It's going to be a hold.
That's what I thought over there. It was either one of those or a face mask. We, by the way, if you're wondering, we are looking directly into a setting sun up here in the press box. So if we're off on a couple numbers for the first series. Please bear with us.
This puts meaning to the song when they say blinded by the light, Coach. And now the Millionaires coming out 4 wide. Williamson's going to operate from the shotgun. In motion is Whaley. Whaley gets the jet sweep, and Pittston stayed right at home there, Coach.
They did. Pittston did a nice job of stringing that play out, and 2 or 3 Patriots were there to put Williamsport in a second down and long situation.
Now, Coach, we talked about this before the game, exactly what Coach Pearson does not want to be behind the sticks, and he is now here at a second down and 13.
Well, correct. The opening play was fine, except you hurt yourself with a penalty. They were in dandy position, second and short. Now they're backed up. And they've been empty the entire time this drive, Paul.
Yeah, watch hard on top of your screen. Williamson back to pass. Looks, throws down the sideline for Slaughter, and he overshot him. Double coverage on the play by Poese and also number 2, Kevin Lockett.
Correct. That experienced Pittston secondary. I'll be surprised tonight if they get exposed by a blown coverage, if you will. But, you know, there's no substitute for speed, and he actually was pulling away from both of the Patriots there, but the ball was way overthrown.
Yes, about 10 yards overthrown. Sets up 3rd and 13, 10:56 to go in the opening quarter, just underway here at STA Stadium.
And don't be surprised if Williamsport does something safe here, first series of the game, get their feet wet.
3 wide for the Millionaires. Williamson back to pass, under pressure. Puts it on his hip, takes off, down he goes. He'll get a yard out of the play, but good pressure by the Patriots, and that's going to force a punt.
Yeah, Chris Peterzak on the tackle, tripped him up and got enough of his feet to knock Williamson down, and the Millionaires will be punting. And to Kevin Lockett, I believe, or Barberi, I think it is, Paul, number 4
that's
back
deep. That's
deep.
going to be Barberi back
is.
deep about his 25-yard line, and Connor Poole to kick it away.
Barberi kind of that Swiss Army knife for the Patriots, Paul, does a little bit of everything.
Yep. Poole, nice kick. Line drive fielded by Barberi at the 32. Right up the middle he goes to the 40. Now he gets to the outside 50. Down the sidelines to the 40. Cuts it back. 35, 30. Still on his feet. Churning down to the 20-yard line. No flags on the play.
Correct.
And a great return and great field position for Drew DeLuca to start off. Let's take a look at that, Coach.
Well, as you stated, Paul, we get that. Okay. Well, it was a line drive punt, and he actually didn't do his coverage team any favors. Barberi, again, a very well-seasoned veteran, took it, broke a tackle, and knew exactly where to cut. Patriots start off on Williamsport's 20, exactly not what Coach Pearson wanted here in the beginning.
2 wide receiver set. DeLuca from the shotgun. Setback is Poese. Handoff. Harry up the middle and right into the heart of the Millionaire defense. Feet still churning. And the ball came out, Coach.
It did. It fumbled, recovered by Ryan Hinsey, the center.
Not sure if they blew that dead, but they did not.
No, there was still action going. The pile was moving forward. And Pittston obviously looked at the film last week and saw that State College used 2 H-backs quite effectively. They tried to do the same thing, but did not have the success the Little Lions did against the Millionaires last week.
That's going to go for no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. DeLuca from the gun again. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Throws, passes into the end zone and deflected out. That was Slaughter.
Now, I don't know what Nick Barberi's going to do here, whether you play for a potential field goal this early in the game, try and get 4 or 5 yards, or if you're going to go for the kill here and get the first down.
3rd down and 10 now for the Patriots. Coming out with a 3-wide set, top of your screen, Kevin Lockett, single coverage up top, in motion. Goes Rinelli. And there's a handoff up the middle. That's Menendez. And he's going to get down to about the 16-yard line, so maybe 4th and 6 now, Coach.
Correct. Nice.
Manageable, and I don't see any field goal team coming out.
Interesting choice here by Coach Barberi.
They're going to call it 4th and 7, ball at the 17. Just under 9 minutes to go here, STA Stadium in the first quarter. No score. DeLuca now again from the shotgun. In motion is Rinelli. DeLuca rolling to his left. Rolling, slams on the break, stops, throws in the end zone, and incomplete pass.
That was broken up by Dominic Diabelco for the Millionaires, number 8. Nice job, again, batting that ball down and having the presence to know an interception doesn't help you there.
Yeah, and that'll be a turnover on downs, and Williamsport will take over.
Yeah, good job by the Williamsport defense to stave off a bad opening.
First down for the Millionaires. Here's a pitch to
That was Nasir, I believe. Paul
Hennigan.
got that.
Hennigan, yep.
Had nowhere to go. He tried to cut it back. Pittston very aggressive up front. And one of the things we talked about in our pregame was to keep an eye on the Millionaires' lines on both sides of the ball, particularly offensively.
They're going to mark that as a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up a second 11, ball now at the 16-yard line. 8:09 to go in the first quarter, clock moving.
And Austin Best will not be playing tonight. He's their usual left tackle starter. He's out with an injury.
Williamson from the gun, pitches wide to Hennigan again. Here comes, they're stringing it out here, trying to get to the corner and cannot. And that's going to be right around the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Correct. Williamsport's having a hard time establishing any push. And they're doing the right thing by trying to use their speed. However, Pittston's lateral speed the first 2 series has been very impressive.
Poesi on the tackle again there, number 6.
I have a feeling we're going to be calling Poesi and Barberi's names quite a bit tonight. Again, that secondary and outside backer core very active for Pittston. And here we go again, Paul. Another 3rd and double-digit yards for the Millionaires for a first down.
Behind the sticks, 3rd and 11, line to gain, up there about the 27-yard line. Williamson, little play action, screen out of the backfield to Hennigan. And right into a host of Patriots. That's going to be another loss, Coach.
Correct, and that was a good play call, but David Sudo, the nose tackle for Pittston, sort of held his ground and forced the back into the middle of the field where the Patriots' help could come and tackle him.
Coach, first 2 possessions here for Williamsport, I'm noticing a lot of penetration by the Pittston defense.
And then they brought some pressure that time with their outside backer, which didn't help matters.
Poole's going to kick it off from his end zone. High snap and gets it away. Nice high kick, fair catch called for and bobbled by Barberi, and he caught it.
Correct. Thunderous punt, Paul.
Yeah. By my calculation, that went about 50 yards in the air.
It did. He really hammered it. And, yeah, that's a nice weapon to have. Connor Poole, we saw him last year do a wonderful job, and he's back as a junior this year.
Excellent punter, excellent place kicker. We talked about in games last year, Coach, that being an X factor in a close game.
Well, it always is. Anytime you can flip the field, especially in the high school game, it never hurts you.
Pittston will set up shop. 6:28 to go in the opening quarter at their own 44-yard line. DeLuca coming out in the shotgun. They got trips here. And DeLuca back to pass. Looking, throws over the middle of the field. Got a man open. Pass is caught by Lockett at the 25-yard line, trying to outrun a defender inside the 10, carrying tacklers with him down to the 2-yard line. He came right across the field.
We
Coach
did.
Came open.
It was a post pattern. DeLuca did a very nice job of staying in the pocket, and he actually threw him open. He waited for him to get where he saw he had leverage, and another big play by the Patriots, and they're knocking on the door again. First time by a big punt return. And Paul, 2 big plays, this time by a long pass play, and the Patriots have a 1st and goal at Williamsport's 5.
Well, give DeLuca credit on that one. He, like you said, Coach, he waited till he came open and found him streaking across the middle of the field. Backs in an I formation now. DeLuca under center. Bobbles the snap. Alertly falls on it.
He did, and Pittston may have had something going there, Paul. They were unbalanced to Williamsport's sideline. I don't know if Williamsport adjusted totally to it, but a fumbled snap kills that down, and actually a loss of about 2, I think, correct?
Back to the 7-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 5:56 to go in the opening frame here.
You've got Mills, Chandra, Hinsey, Morgans, and Zaladonis up front. Pittston's got some nice size, Paul, and there they go. They're heavy again.
DeLuca, here's a pitch to Poesi, trying to get to the corner, and does, stretching for that pylon, and he is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Poesi did a nice job of being patient while getting upfield, and just enough to stretch that ball over the pylon.
You know, the Millionaires did a good job stringing it out, but he was able to turn the corner and extends the ball. Any part of the ball touches that plane or the pylon, it is a touchdown. Barberi on for the extra point.
Correct, Paul, and Lockett will hold. And we're mentioning that early. Pittston in the swinging gate here. We'll see how Williamsport adjusts. And Pittston was going to go for 2 points there, but we had a whistle.
We have a flag here on the play. There's a flag.
There is.
It's going to be against Pittston.
Apparently they were not lined up correctly.
You know, you see that so many times happen at this level when they go on that swinging gate
Correct.
formation.
And as usual, what you're looking at there is the holder and the kicker have certain things they're looking for adjustment-wise by the defense. If they get the look they want, then they'll go ahead and run the 2-point play. If not, they'll do what you're seeing on the screen now.
Barberi spot, kick is up, kick is no good.
No.
I think a piece of that was tipped.
Yeah, that didn't look good right from the start.
Timeout on the field, Pittston 6, Williamsport nothing. We'll be right back to SDA.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Find it at Fairfield. When you want the best, go to the best.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know.
All right, welcome back to SDA Stadium. Big play on that game, on that drive. DeLuca, a 51-yard pass to Kevin Lockett, sets up Poesi for the run. 6-0. Point after was no good, and Whaley fields this kick at the 20, 25, 30.
Fumbles.
Drops the ball on the carpet, and it looks like Pittston might have it, Coach.
Well, we've got the usual one side one way, one side the other, so I'll have to unpile and see. Williamsport may have recovered this ball.
Yep, I think they did, yep. There was a Patriot on the bottom of the pile, looked like 14. Anthony Ranelli there, he came up limping.
We did see, we've seen some fireworks so far. Ball on the carpet a couple times, big plays, been an exciting half of the first quarter here so far.
Sun's going down too, Coach. First down and 10 now, ball at the 40-yard line. Millionaires coming out in a 3-receiver set. Single setback is Hennigan. Williamson back to pass, 3-step drop, throws over the middle of the field. Got Harden down there. Jameer has incomplete as they converged on him, Coach. You talked about that receiver speed in the secondary, and Harden was open by 4 yards.
He was, and we're going to have a pass interference play, call, I believe, or a hold on Pittston.
Well, they closed on him in a hurry.
Unless they picked the flag up.
Looked like Seabiscuit coming down to stretch there as they closed on him.
I thought I saw a flag, Paul.
I did see a flag. It should be, it's going to be against Pittston. Let's see.
Oh, it's a sideline warning against Williamsport. Yeah, I thought Harden was too far behind the secondary for them to even grab him.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. Trips to the top of your screen. Williamson back to pass. 3-step drop under pressure. Sidesteps a man, rolling, still rolling, loses the ball. Ball on the turf. And it's recovered by Pittston. It looks like number 65.
It is 65, Paul, for the Patriots, and that's going to be Brody Spindler, a freshman. And I'll tell you, Paul, I don't know if we can see that again, but he had Harden wide open again. I don't know if we'll be able to see it with the camera. And right when he goes to throw it, he loses control of the ball. And boy, I'll tell you, an auspicious opening here for Williamsport. This is a big series.
Oh, absolutely. 5:05 to go in the first period. And Pittston set up at the 28-yard line of the Millionaires.
Turnovers and big plays crucifying the Millionaires so far tonight.
DeLuca's going to take this one from under center. Got a 3-receiver set. Going back is Menendez in a handoff to Drew down to about the 26-yard line.
Correct. He was stopped almost immediately in the backfield by Joshua Lake, a 5'10", 225-pound senior.
2nd down and 8, now 4:50 to go in the first quarter. And the Patriots driving off that Millionaire turnover.
Look how far they've got Lockett and Barberi spread out for potential slant patterns, Paul.
Handoff up the middle. Kawase again.
Nowhere to go. Narik Burks on the tackle up with a host of Millionaires helping him out. And now Pittston in a 3rd and long situation.
3rd down and 9. Yard line to gain is up at the 18-yard line.
Williamsport's been sending some pressure so far early on. Let's see if Pittston tries a screen here. I'm going to assume 2-down territory, Paul Bowe.
I would expect that also. 3 receivers set now for the Patriots. As DeLuca from the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks. Quick slant over the middle. Pass is caught by Lockett and hit immediately. It's going to be 4th and short.
Correct. He got belted even though his knee was down. No harm, no foul. It was a bang-bang play. But now Pittston has a very manageable 4th and a long 4. But there's that slant pass we talked about. By spreading out the receivers, they get some natural leverage on the defense. That's a good matchup. We need to watch that the rest of the night. Williamsport had Nasir Hennigan on Barberi that time, Paul.
2 catches, 54 yards now for Lockett. 3:09 to go, clock moving here. 4th down and 4 for the Patriots. Williamsport looking to bring pressure. DeLuca rolling, throws, passes short as it was intended for Ranelli.
And DeLuca had Ranelli early on, but he was forced to get rid of it at an inopportune time. And once again, Paul, Williamsport's defense stiffens.
And the Millionaires will take over at the 22-yard line. Williamsport has not had much on offense so far this first quarter.
No, it's been the story of a week and a half so far almost. Paul, opportunities, they've had people open, but just haven't been able to connect the dots.
3 wide for the Millionaires now. Williamson from the gun. Lone setback is Hennigan. Here's that quick hitter there. I think that's Whaley again. Whaley in open field and out close to a 1st down. Good pitch and catch. Quick hitter there off the line, Coach.
Absolutely. And Paul, you know, when you're having a hard time with the run game, that's how you can rush the ball by throwing it.
And that is going to be 2nd down and 1, they're going to call it. Gain of 9 on the play.
Up, they're going to give him a 1st down, Paul. Reset the chains.
First down and 10. And a handoff to Hennigan up the middle. Big hole. Barreling his way up to about the 37-yard line.
Correct, and he should have been hitting the backfield, but great quickness.
Yeah, he got through there pretty quick. They closed in a hurry.
Yep, he made somebody miss. Couldn't quite get the numbers. The sun's right in my eyes at the moment. But a nice 1st down gain.
They're going to give him 5 on the play. Set up 2nd and 5 for the Millionaires.
Pittston going to go to a nickel package here, take a lineman out, bring a linebacker in.
Millionaires 3 wide now from the gun is Williamson. Handoff, Hennigan up the middle. Big hole for Nasir and a first down.
And now hopefully Williamsport's getting a little bit of confidence up front as they go back-to-back first downs here, putting together a fairly nice drive with 1:50 and counting left in the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 first downs in a row. Best drive so far in the ball game for the Millionaires. Up at their own 44-yard line. And again to the left of Williamson, there's a handoff to Hennigan, and boom, a big hit.
A real big hit.
That was Puesi, but that hit there.
Well, Puesi and Drew Menendez both met him almost at the same time. He did a nice job to hold on to the football. Paul, again, look at the gain. It looks like they're not getting much, but 3.5, almost 4 yards in that carry. And I know Coach Pearson will take that, keep the consistency going here.
2nd down and 6 now. Ball up at the 47-yard line of the Millionaires. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clock moving, 3 wide formation again. Solaj Moses into the ball game now at H-back. Another bad snap. Ball on the turf again, and ball still batted around, and Pittston has it again. Again, 65 on the recovery.
Correct. That's Brody Spindler again, I believe. 65 coming up with the ball. And again, Williamsport, this is frustrating. You know, they're doing a nice job, and they shoot themselves in the foot again. Unforced turnovers, Paul.
2 turnovers for the Millionaires. And Pittston once again with the ball in Williamsport territory at the 34-yard line with 38 seconds to go.
Well, you talk about dodging bullets this entire first quarter. Paul, it's 6-0. It very easily could be 21-0 at this point.
Let's see if DeLuca takes a shot downfield here now after the turnover. They've had receivers running free in the secondary.
There is no win, so I don't think they'll be playing the clock game here or using any timeouts.
DeLuca from the gun, 3-step drop, throws, pass down the sideline for Lockett's got him a step and just overthrew him.
Doesn't matter, Paul. We had a huge hold by Pittston's left guard. That's going to set the Patriots back 10 yards.
Anif Carter on the coverage there.
They're having a hard time handling Joshua Lake.
That is going to be against the Patriots.
Yep, hold.
Set them way up behind the sticks now. It's going to be first down and about 23, 25. Call it 25. In motion is Rinelli. Handoff up the middle to Menendez. Nothing doing there.
A very safe call by Pittston.
Burks on the tackle. 25 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, we'll see if they let the clock run out. And Coach Barberi not happy on the far sideline. And I think Pittston's going to let the first quarter come to a close, Paul, at STA Stadium, opening night.
First quarter in the books. Pittston 6, Williamsport nothing. We'll be back to STA Stadium. The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your summer adventures during the Make This the Summer event. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser Brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
All right, welcome back. 1 quarter in the books, 6-0 Pittston. Williamsport, as Coach said, very fortunate to be down only by 6 points. DeLuca from the gun now rolling out to his right. Still rolling, throws, passes. Caught, Lockett, or no, excuse me, that's Barberi. Down at the 34-yard line.
And a wonderful timing pattern. DeLuca had that ball in the air before Barberi made his breaks, or Barberi, excuse me, so you can tell they've worked on that a few times. Now a manageable 3rd down and 10. If you're Coach Barberi, you're probably thinking here, Paul, 2 plays to make 10 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice rollout by DeLuca to his right side and hit Barberi right in stride on the sidelines.
A lot of teams call that a sail pattern. They took the one receiver and ran him on a fade and brought Barberi back underneath on a comeback.
DeLuca now rolling to his left. Rolls, throws, has a man down there.
Lock it again and just overthrew him.
Overshot him.
Got a little excited there, Paul. They had Lockett on a flag pattern and just overthrew him.
That's about the 2nd or 3rd time he's got behind the defenders.
It is, and you know what, Paul, there's really no excuse for that. I know Coach Pearson's not going to be happy with it. 3rd and 10, you're a secondary player. You've got to be expecting pass.
Well, that's going to be 4th and 11 now. Ball at the 35-yard line. Let's see if the Millionaire defense can hold.
Now we're going to get a timeout from the Patriots.
Patriots came out in a 4-wide formation. Seemed to be some confusion. Let's take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back.
Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Find it at Fairfield.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
Welcome back. 4th down and 11, 4 wide for the Patriots. DeLuca from the shotgun. Straight drop. Here comes the blitz. Throws and incomplete. They had the screen set up there, but the cavalry was sent on that one, Coach.
They did. Williamsport, I believe, had it snuffed out either way. They had enough defenders to make the tackle if the screen was completed. They did get a hand on the football. And they chose to play quarters there. It looked like a loose man or quarters and bring some pressure, and they were able to force DeLuca into a tip pass. So once again, Paul, for at least the 3rd time in this game, Williamsport's defense stiffens and prevents Pittston from adding to their lead.
Well, let's see what Williamsport can do this time. Here at their 35-yard line, trips again to the top of your screen.
And Pittston's outmanned up top. Williamsport's going to get
a flag again. Back judge threw a flag here. See if he picks it up. I think illegal substitution.
It is on Pittston. Now, if Williamsport stays in this formation, Paul, I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off a little bit. They were outmanned. Williamsport has trips towards Pittston's side of the field, and there's only 2 defenders. No one's covering the inside slot.
Williamson back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Dropped by Harden. Jameer tried to go before he had that one.
Correct. I think he had visions of running the scoreboard before he looked the pass, and it was right on the money also.
2nd down and 5.
We'll see if Williamsport comes back and exploits that formation.
$11:39 to go in the half here. Two back set here now for the Millionaires. as Williamson will hand off to Hennigan. Hennigan twisting his way.
A couple yards, very little running room, a host of Patriots there. Again, we're not seeing too many single tackles, Paul. Pittston's defense has been rallying to the football quite well.
3rd down and 3 now with 11:17 to go in the half.
A.J. Scalpi comes into the game, Scalpi for the Patriots, as they do a very good job with situational substitutions.
3 wide now for the Millionaires, two-back set. You're going to run the option here, and Williamson's going to keep it, but a great stick and a tackle by Menendez.
Correct. Well, Pittston strung that out, and they had everybody taken care of in terms of assignment football, and Williamsport's going to have to punt.
Tyler Poole on the punt to the way again.
And with as aggressive as Pittston's been, maybe see Williamsport here try and draw them off sides. 5 yards at this point where you're at on the field is kind of irrelevant. We'll see if they try it.
Barberi back deep to receive. Pulls punt.
It's going to roll, Paul.
Yep, takes a Williamsport bounce, and it's going to be inside the 10 and about the 7-yard line. Great punt, got a good roll. Pittston pinned back in their own end. We haven't seen that so far the whole first half.
No, this by far is their worst starting position. And kudos to the Millionaire defense. They've had their backs against the wall. They've been on the field quite a bit, but they haven't broken.
Minutes, 11 seconds to go in the half. Patriots come out in an I formation. There's a handoff. Poese. And the first down on the play.
Big yardage. I believe for the people watching that, Williamsport had a defensive lineman take a side either on his own doing or by a stunt, and he guessed the wrong way. Poese had a nice cutback lane on that blast. Was able to pick up a first down. I believe that's probably Pittston's best run play of the evening, Paul, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. First down and 10 now, a little breathing room out to the 19-yard line.
We've got Lockett matched up man for man down on the bottom.
Handoff again to Poese. Another first down and more out close to the 40.
Yeah, same concept, Paul, but this time they led the fullback wider, what you usually call a kick-out play, and you let your tailback read the block of the fullback inside or out. And that's 2 very successful run plays, and the first time I think Pittston's been in a standard I formation tonight, and they're giving Williamsport a little bit of problems. First time this drive, 2 plays in a row. And we're going to see it again, Paul.
Yeah, hey, why change it if it's working, right?
Correct. Maybe a play action here.
Well, play action, you're going to have somebody wide open, I think. Poese again to the outside, turns it up. Positive yardage again.
Yeah, I don't know if we can take a look at that, Cam, and see what we're talking about. This is a kick out or a blast play. You're going to see Poese. You're going to see Poese follow his fullback, and then he's going to read that fullback's block. He dips it in and then takes it outside.
Great instinctive running, coach. That can't be taught.
No. Nope, you're taught to read the helmet of your blocker in front of you. And Williamsport's corner, if they're in man, is getting run off, so you have no support out there.
Great block by Menendez, the fullback there. Once again, I formation, DeLuca under center. And we have movement. I think a Millionaire came across.
Correct. Bryson Delker, I believe, jumped the gun a little bit early.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 now. 9:27 to go in the first half.
That might be Jordan Downey.
75. Second and 1, ball at the 41. Handoff again, Menendez this time And he's got the first down up to the 44.
An excellent run. He was hitting the backfield and drugged the tackler with him for the necessary yardage to pick up Pittston's first down.
Pittston really controlling the clock here.
Well, maybe some of that consistency up front that Coach Barberi was looking for after last week's game against Hazleton.
First down and 10 now, ball at the 44, clock moving inside 9 minutes. And there's a play action now. Rolling pass is caught. That is Menendez out of the backfield and across the 50 and down to the 43-yard line. Another first down in Millionaire territory now, Coach.
Correct, Paul, and that's that play action out of the eye that they've been successful running the football. This time, what's called a waggle pass, a little blast action to the tailback. Quarterback kept it, hit the fullback in the flat, made a nice catch, kept his balance. And Pittston continues to chew up yardage and, Paul, the clock.
That's their 4th first down on this drive. And now once again they come out in that I formation. Lock at top of your screen. Single coverage up top. Handoff. Poesi again running away. Gets to the corner. 35-30, 25. Dips his shoulder and dips out of bounds. Right at the 19-yard line, Coach.
Correct. Again, that blast concept, and Poesi with great vision cut it all the way back. Williamsport's backside defensive lineman and linebacker over pursued, and there was a huge cutback lane for Poesi, and he didn't miss it.
No, and another first down.
Again, Paul, you're talking about a senior here, so it's not the first rodeo for Mr. Poesi.
First down and 10 now, ball at the 19-yard line. Handoff Menendez this time. Looked like the ball was on his hip there for a minute, and he pulled it back in.
He did.
Still gained 4 yards on the play, up to the 15.
Dakota Hamilton on the stop for Williamsport.
Going to mark him back on the 16. Second down and 7 after a 3-yard gain. Line to gain is the 10.
Pittston now maybe has found a little bit of an Achilles heel in Williamsport's defensive front. They've been pounding the ball for the most part on this drive. Paul, we're under 7:40 until halftime.
DeLuca under center. Poesi again slips his way out, trying to get to the corner, stumbles.
And he did, and if he was not tripped up.
He would have been marching into the end zone.
Correct. He's got well above average, vision. Very impressed with his running ability.
Third down and 3.
And now look who's coming out, Paul. You've got Lockett and Barberi coming out, and they've brought a couple of their H-backs tight ends in. Look for Pittston here to go heavy, and maybe a bootleg situation off of a blast. Pittston totally heavy, unbalanced to the right.
Yep. 2 tight end set. And there's a pitch. Poesi cuts it back. Zigzagging his way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Patriots.
Well, I'll give you this much for Pittston, Paul. They're making no bones about what they want to do this drive.
No, they're running the ball. They threw, I think, 1 pass the whole drive.
Correct.
And the drive started at their 7-yard line.
Yeah, looks like Poesi's coming out of the game. Probably needs a little bit of a break.
25 into the ball game.
Yeah, keep an eye on the 25-second clock. It's under 9, and Pittston has just broken the huddle.
Petrzak into the ball game.
They just got the play off.
And there's a handoff to Chris, and down he goes to the 2-yard line, closer to the 1.
Correct. And Paul, Williamsport's doing a nice job front side, and by that I mean where the play's coming at them, but they're having issues maintaining their integrity for cutback lanes. This is at least the 3rd time a Pittston back has started one way and cut the play all the way back. And if you heard any yelling in the background, the Pittston coaches are screaming for their running backs to protect the ball. That one almost came out as well.
Poise now back into the ball game.
Yeah, I think Pittston's going to take a timeout here, Paul.
They're going to take a timeout. 5:25 to go in the half. 6-0. We'll take one also. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your summer adventures during the Make This the Summer event. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
All right, welcome back to STA Stadium. Millionaires on their heels here, Coach. Trailing 6-0.
They are a great shot. As you can see, when we talk about a heavy formation, Pittston unbalanced to their left with a wing.
Hand it to the up back Mendes, and he is tackled immediately. 68 on the tackle there for the Millionaires.
Glenn Oakley getting up off the pile, and he did. He met him immediately.
3rd down and 2.
Now the conservative defensive coach and me coming out. Do you run it to the left here, get good field position? If you don't get it in the end zone and kick a chip shot to go up 2 scores? I'm just saying, something to think about.
You're going to go to the right side here now. 3rd down and goal. Handoff. Little stutter step by Poise, and he is tackled. Maybe gained a yard.
Yeah, almost nothing. Dominic Diabelco and a host of Millionaires were there to greet him.
Nasir Williams also in on that tackle. 4th down.
Paul, have we seen this story so far tonight? Williamsport's defense not breaking.
4th and goal.
Now, I don't know here, Paul, that play action waggle pass with the back in the flat's been good to Pittston. I know Williamsport runs the ball very well, maybe a bootleg.
See if they can hold again. DeLuca from the gun. Throws quick slant up and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, Kevin Lockett again. Beautiful slant pass timing pattern, and that was right on the money, Paul.
Let's take a look at that one, Cam. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Ranelli went one way and...
Well, he ran a little bit of a kind of, not necessarily a pick.
Excuse me, Barberi, not Ranelli. Barberi.
Yeah, he just ran out there to occupy the secondary person, and that slant was right on the money, Paul.
They're going to go for 2 here.
He's got a fine arm.
DeLuca from the gun on the 2-point conversion, waiting for someone to come free, and a lot of confusion there as players collided.
Yeah, Pistons receivers ran into each other trying to pick Williamsport's receivers, and they ended up picking themselves.
12-0. Let's take a break. 3:49 to go in the half. Millionaires get the ball.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them.
You want the best? Go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, we're back here at STA Stadium. 12-0, Pittston leads. As Lockett, who caught the touchdown, kicks it off. And it's fielded by Moses.
He's got a seam, Paul. Good starting field position for the Millionaires on the 35. 3:42 left.
And by my calculations, I think Williamsport has 2 first downs.
Yep, and they have all 3 timeouts here. But it's a very weird first half for them, Paul. It's not like they haven't had their chances. It seems every time they take 2 steps forward, they're taking a step back. They're hurting themselves with turnovers and self-inflicted wounds. Deacon Brown just jogged on the field, Paul, for the Millionaires.
Whaley now in at quarterback.
Correct.
Whaley with that Wildcat formation turns it up, tries to get to the corner. George trying to give this team a spark.
We've got a flag down on the field, Paul. So did you see a face mask?
I think I think it's going to be a face mask call. The way he went down was really awkward.
Unless they're going to get a hold.
Looks like they're marking it off against Williamsport. Let's see.
Wow.
That was a late flag.
That was a very late flag. For a false start? Did you see anybody move?
I did not.
Usually that's immediately.
Right.
An immediate flag, excuse me.
I was expecting a face mask. But clock will move, 3:30. First down and 15 now.
Whaley stays in the game, Paul.
Handoff. Hennigan barreling his way back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe gained another yard, but
That
about
he did.
6. Boy, Nasir hits that hole quick, Coach.
Boy, did he put his foot down and went north and south quickly.
3:06 to go. Second down and 8. Pittston only with 1 timeout. Williamsport with all 3.
This is a big play in the scope of things, Paul. You're going to get yourself set up for a nice third down, or you don't want a long third down here.
Whaley hands it off to Hennigan again. Hennigan running free. First down and more, up close to midfield. See if they start a little bit up-tempo now with this offense. 2:33. Clock will stop on the first down.
Correct, and he's taking that zone play, and he's basically reading what he sees. And again, once he puts his foot in the ground and gets north and south, he's a load to bring down at 205 pounds.
Timeout on the field. Williamsport's going to take a timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back.
King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong.
Oh man, great energy. King Kong energy
the best drink you
with
can
the big
drink.
boys.
It
If
is
you
the
want
best
the
drink
energy,
you can drink.
King Kong energy drink is the one you're going to have to choose.
Is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink.
King Kong with Big Snoop Deal Double G.
King Kongin. Look at this. Family just got a whole order of King Kongin, like 5 or 6 cases. My mom loves it. My dad loves it. The whole family, all ages. King Kongin energy drink keeps you going all day.
All right, we're back here. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis here. Caleb Williamson back into the ball game. And Williamson back to pass. Looks, wants Harden down the sidelines and overshot him. Double coverage there.
Yeah, he was not open on that particular play. Williamson's got a big arm, man. He rifled that.
I mean, they have 2 timeouts. The clock stops on a first down. The middle of the field is open. If they want to take a shot down the seam there, they seem to be throwing the ball down the sidelines a lot.
They do.
Harden coming off the play, off the field.
Keep an eye on Jakira Klein, split out all the way to the top of the screen, Paul.
Okay, good athlete there. Pass is caught by Klein right there. Good call, coach, down to the 42-yard line.
Well, he's hard to miss.
Now, he's a big presence, whether it's on the basketball court or on the football field.
Big target, 6'4", 195. And listen, Williamsport has tons of time here. No need to panic. I mean, you may want to get a little bit in and out of the huddle, just a tad quicker, but you've still got 2 timeouts left. And now under 2 minutes. I'd like to see him hurry it just a little bit more, Paul.
3rd down and 1. Backs in an I formation. Williamson under center. Handoff to the up back. And he will get the first down. That is, I think that's Alonzo Rice.
It is. First carry of the evening, I believe.
And don't forget, they got the big leg by Poole. They get to about the 30-yard line. He could have a shot because he's hit him from 50 in practice. We've seen him.
And Williamsport's going to burn their 2nd timeout.
Off the first down. Timeout on the field. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Final 1:38 here in the first half.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
Gives you a free lifetime warranty on every new car that you buy. Even after it's yours, we still take care of it like it's one of ours.
Brian, after 11 years, you're still washing my car.
For the last 80 years, we've worked hard to serve our community. We've added more and more dealerships to fulfill your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Mazda, or Chevy, knowing you have a peace of mind with our free lifetime warranty, you're covered forever. With every new vehicle, Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty. That's a real deal.
All right, welcome back. 1:38 to go in the half. 12-0 Pittston leads. Williamsport driving. Williamson again from the gun. Rolling to his right. Rolling, slams on the brakes, puts the ball on his hip, throws as he's hit, down the sidelines. Pass is incomplete. Good defense there by Anthony Cincetti. Knocked it away at the last minute.
He did, Paul, and Williamsport still had an opportunity to come down with the ball. Be a good time here for a throwback screen, possibly.
2nd down and 10. We seen them try that the first quarter, and they snuffed it out, but you never know here. Whaley and Klein to the top of your screen. Bottom of your screen is Harden. Oh, no, Harden's on the bench.
And Williamsport's going to take their final timeout of the quarter. Of the half, excuse me.
Coach, down at the 32-yard line, Jameer Harden still standing down there. Has not been in since that long pass play. Helmet is on.
Don't know what that situation is. Hopefully he's healthy.
He looks okay. Just by his posture.
Pittston does now have an extra safety in the middle of the field here, Paul, which is a smart move.
Yeah, Williamsport with no timeouts. 2nd down and 10. The ball go in at wide receiver also. Empty backfield for Williamson. Little shovel pass to Whaley again, and Pittston is all over that. That's a loss of 6 yards on the play.
That's a big loss. They tried to run a speed sweep with that fly motion. Pittston's all over it, and Williamsport's out of timeouts.
3rd down and long.
And penetration kills that play, Paul, and Pittston certainly had plenty of it. Under a minute.
4 wide from the Millionaires. Ball at the 45-yard line. Line to gain all the way up at the 31. Williamson back to pass. Looks, pumps, throws deep down the middle. That ball is picked off.
Is that Anthony Cincetti, number 1, Paul?
It is number 3.
No, 3?
That's Drew DeLuca,
okay.
Quarterback. Playing center field there. And there was not a receiver near there, Coach.
No, he overthrew. And I think maybe he was just trying to throw it up and see what they could get there. If Pittston's smart, they'll just take a knee here and run out the clock.
And they will receive the second half kickoff?
That they will. You know, it appears we're going to go in to halftime with a 12-0 game. And again, there very easily could be a lot more scoring here in the first half. Plays to be made on both sides of the ball.
And they'll have to run one more play, it looks like here.
Correct. Looked like Kevin Lockett got a little excited there. Started off to the locker room. They had to remind him that they have to snap the ball one more time.
That was DeLuca. That was the quarterback. That was 3.
Paul, what's wrong with my eyes?
Well, it's hard to see the number from the far side, Coach. I'll stick up for you.
Thank you.
I can't see either. Well, 1 half is in the book here at STA Stadium. Pittston leads 12-0. We'll be back. We'll have the band on. We're going to have some scores from around District 4, and we'll be back.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transitional sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastman's.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your summer adventures during the Make This the Summer event. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
Lyle doesn't always drive a Ram truck, but when he does decide he wants one, he goes to find it on blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle only at blazealexander.com. Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And with all the luxury SUVs on the market, Lyle doesn't always drive a Grand Cherokee. But when he does choose to drive one, he knows to look on blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle only at blazealexander.com.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
So the big million welcome for the Pittston Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pittston Marching Band.
Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty on every new car that you buy. Even after it's yours, we still take care of it like it's one of ours.
Brian, after 11 years, you're still washing my car.
For the last 80 years, we've worked hard to serve our community. We've added more and more dealerships to fulfill your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Mazda, or Chevy, knowing you have a peace of mind with our free lifetime warranty, you're covered forever. With every new vehicle, Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty. That's a real deal.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
All right, we're back here at STA Stadium. At the half, Coach, 12-0, Pittston leads.
Correct.
And you got the scoring summary for us. I'll let you read it.
Well, we had Pittston getting on the board first in the first quarter, 5:33 remaining. We had Pawese with a 7-yard run, point after touchdown, no good. Give Pittston a 6-0 lead, and then in the second quarter, Kevin Lockett, a 3-yard touchdown pass. Conversion for 2 points this time, no good. And that's our scoring summary, Paul.
And for some offensive stats for Pittston, DeLuca, 8 of 10, 83 yards. He had the 1 touchdown to Lockett. When he's had time, he's been dynamite.
He's got a very fine arm, and he knows where to go with the ball. He hasn't really made any, that I've seen tonight, Paul, real bad decisions with the football.
No, and Harry Pawese, 10 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. And receiving the ball, we have Lockett has 3 catches for 57 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, Brody Spindler, 2 fumble recoveries.
He's been around the football tonight 2 times for the Patriots.
And for Williamsport, the best drive of the game was the last drive for the Millionaires. Caleb Williamson struggling here in the game. 4 of 8 for 18 yards, 1 interception. When he's had time, he's just overthrown people. He has a big league arm. There's no doubt he can make the throws, Coach. He just has to be more accurate.
And I think he needs to get himself some confidence as well. You know, only making his second start of his career.
Sure.
And again, a very exasperating first half. If you're Coach Pearson and the Millionaires or a Millionaire fan, they've had their shots, they've had their opportunities. I mean, hats off to their defense. Their defense has kept this a 2-score game so far in the first half. Pittston could very easily have 4 touchdowns on the board. Williamsport could very easily have 2 or 3 touchdowns on the board.
Yeah, and on the ground, and Nasir Hennigan, 8 carries, 32 yards. He showed some really good moves there when he had some open space, but he had some negative runs also.
He did, and those negative runs weren't from his wrongdoing by trying to make too much out of nothing. He's been hitting the backfield a couple times as Williamsport's offensive line continues to go through some growing pains.
We got some scores here. Loyalsock at the half leads Hughesville 14-0. Jersey Shore 14, Lewisburg 0. Troy leads Montoursville 21-7, and South Williamsport over Montgomery 46-0. So some big numbers being hung up here in District 4 in Week 2.
Correct, and then some tight games as well.
Well, we got about 2 minutes, Coach. Pittston will get the ball to receive the second half. And I think that's a big, huge series for the Millionaires.
It is, Paul. It's imperative. It's imperative to keep Pittston off the board. And Williamsport needs to do two things. They need to get out of their own way and, eliminate the turnovers and the mistakes. And I think, secondly, especially on the lines, they need to get themselves a little bit more confidence here. They can play with these football teams, but, as Coach Pearson alluded to, they have to believe they can do it.
Absolutely. Hey, we got about 2 minutes yet before the second half starts. Let's pay some bills, play some ads, and we'll be back with the third quarter. The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong.
Oh man, great energy. King Kong Energy
the best drink
with the big boys. If you want the energy, King Kong Energy drink is the one you're going to have to choose.
Is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink.
King Kong with Big Snoop Deal Double G.
King Kongin. Look at this. Family just got a whole order of King Kongin, like 5 or 6 cases. My mom loves it. My dad loves it. The whole family, all ages. King Kongin energy drink keeps you going all day.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals. When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transitional sprints, all ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
All right, Blaze and Lyle here, and with all the interesting SUVs out there, Lyle doesn't always choose to drive a Kia, but when he does, he knows to find it on blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle only at blazealexander.com.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors. All right, welcome back to SDA Stadium. Paul Bull, Rich Salonis, WebbWeekly Live, powered by PA Sports Live. And Connor Poole to kick it off and a booming kick that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. You don't see that too much in high school sports.
No, he got all of it. And, Paul, when we say all of it, we mean it because there is 0 wind here tonight.
No, absolutely.
So it is imperative for Williamsport to keep Pittston out of the end zone. On this first drive, Paul, let's see what happens here.
They're going to come out in that I formation they had so much success with on their last touchdown drive. Went 93 yards, if memory serves me correct. Poesi again trying to get to the outside and does and turns it up. Good run by Harry.
And they're able to procure the corner again. And no different from the lead play that they ran in the second quarter that chewed up at least 6 minutes of the clock, Paul.
Yeah, and they ran to that same side again, Coach. And it's a 2nd and 5. Coach Barberry will take this all night.
Absolutely.
Once again, a handoff, and this time nothing doing as the Millionaires blew that play up from the start.
Correct. We had 2 or 3 people in the backfield again, and that's how you stop that play. You get yourself defensive penetration, and you don't allow the back to get north and south. And now Williamsport's got a big 3rd down.
Yeah, Whaley on the initial stop there. 3rd down and 6, ball at the 24-yard line. 11:29 to go, just underway, 3rd quarter. Pittston leads Williamsport 12-0 now. Trips to the bottom of your screen. And DeLuca from the shotgun.
It looks like Williamsport's going to play him in a man coverage here.
Look at here it is, that little bubble screen as Lockett comes underneath, catches it, and down he goes. Maybe a 2-yard gain. Millionaires stayed home.
Well, that was well played by the corner on this side of the field, who forced everything back to the inside by not giving up his leverage. Pursuit was able to get there and make the tackle. Hey, exactly what we talked about, Paul. Defensive stand for Williamsport. Now let's see if they can turn it into some points.
Kevin Lockett on to punt it away. And I cannot see who's back deep, Coach, for the Millionaires.
Might be Salage. It looks to be 21, Salage Moses.
Oh, high snap. Lockett up high for it. Nice kick.
Yeah, for being pressured, not pressured, for having a bad snap, it was.
And the ball will come to a stop at the 44-yard line. That's where the Millionaires will take over. Good field position here to start this one off.
Let's see if Williamsport tries to establish some type of a run game here early in the second half.
Well, Hennigan, the leading ball carrier, had 8 carries, 32 yards. He had some good runs.
Your defense did its job. You've got great field position to start the 3rd quarter.
They're going to come up with an I formation also. Williamson under center. And there's a handoff. Hennigan up the middle. Midfield now bounces to the outside.
Yeah, he's going to go,
45,
Paul. I don't
40,
think anybody's going to catch
35,
him.
30, 25, 10, 5, touchdown.
And there you go, right off the bat. First play, exactly what you're looking for if you're Williamsport. What a physical run by Hennigan.
57 yards for the Park Pizza touchdown. And Nasir Hennigan makes this a brand new ball game now. Let's take a look at that, Cam.
And really what you're going to see is Williamsport giving Pittston a taste of their own medicine. It's a straight blast play.
Good block by 52 there on the outside. Sealed his man, and off to the races goes Nasir. And he has that breakaway speed.
There aren't going to be too many people that can catch him.
9 carries, 89 yards now, and a touchdown. Pull on for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle.
Yeah.
12-7 here at STA Stadium. Let's take a break. We'll be back.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. Connor Poole will kick it away high, end over end. It is fielded at the 5-yard line. 10 at the 15, and down he goes at the 22-yard line. Is Robbie Barberi. First down now for the Patriots. Coach, we talked in the break. How critical is this drive now for Pittston?
I think very critical. I sense a momentum change, and Williamsport again had their shots in the first half, didn't take care of business. But there's nothing more demoralizing than sending an offense off after 3 plays and then turning around and scoring on 1.
First down and 10 now. Ball at the 21-yard line. DeLuca from the gun. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Rolling, throws, passes. Caught.
Oh, great catch by Lockett.
Again up at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, deep flag pattern. He ran right at the corner and then broke it to the right at the very last minute. And DeLuca put the ball right on the money. That's a big play for Pittston, Paul.
Unofficially, that's 5 catches for Lockett for the ball game.
Nice soft hands on that catch.
And like you said earlier, Coach, DeLuca, he's throwing the ball before the receiver's coming out of his break.
You can tell they've practiced this for a while.
First down and 10 now at the 45-yard line. Here's a pitch. Running wide is Poesi, trying to get to the corner. Millionaire's there to string it out, and it's going to lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, and we're going to have a penalty. There was a flag fairly early, so it's going to be interesting to see what they call this time. Whether we get a hold, block in the back.
It is going to be a hold. They're going to push him back. It would be 2nd and 11, but now it is going to be first and
22, 23. Yep. I don't want to reveal my math skills, Paul. I didn't bring the abacus tonight.
9 of 11 on the ball game for DeLuca. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. DeLuca again rolling to his right. Under pressure, throws, passes.
Well, it should have been intercepted. I don't know if we can see that again, but they tried to throw a deep out cut to the inside slot, and
looked like Whaley jumped the route there.
well, he took too long to throw it. He had him open early, but he waited to throw the football. So Pittston was fortunate on that play, Paul, because if he caught that pass, Mr. Whaley was going to end up in the end zone.
2nd down and 20. Four wide here for the Patriots. Luka back to pass, tries to set up the screen, and incomplete. Threw it a little too high for Lockett. He had some room out in front of him, Coach.
He did have a little bit of room. It would have been interesting to see if the pass was on target, what would have happened. That's the 2nd time for that play, the 2nd time to the left, and the 2nd time in a very long yardage situation. Pittston tried it in the first half one time. Both times the pressure was too great, and DeLuca could not get off an appropriate pass to the receiver.
3rd down and 20 now. Ball at the 33-yard line. Closer to the 30, still 33-yard line. 9:18 to go in the 3rd quarter.
3 seconds left on the play clock.
They're not going to get this one off. And they do just at the, they let it go. Throw down the sidelines. Has a man open. That's Barberi at the 50. Corkscrews his way up to about the 48-yard line of Williamsport. And that's going to be a 4th and short now, Coach.
Correct. He just ran to a soft spot in the zone and was lucky enough to have that ball land in his hands.
4th down and 2.
Well,
18-yard gain on the play, and I'm not sure what happened there. But
well, what happened there
everywhere.
is Pittston wasn't set, and Coach Barberi called a timeout while Pittston was snapping the ball. So let's see what happens here. Well, apparently they're not even going to.
There's a flag on the field at the 44.
Well, there was Pittston moved. They weren't set, but I don't know if Coach Barberi got his timeout before the penalty.
He did not.
He did not, so I'm kind of shocked they went for it.
Well, now it's going to be 4th and 7.
And Pittston's burned one of their timeouts. So rather interesting, no?
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like it's going to be punting formation. Lockett's in.
At this stage of the game, you know, you're still up 5 points. I wouldn't think that you'd want to go for it here.
No.
But as we've seen, even major college football coaches do things that are out of the ordinary. Might have something to do with red pants.
We got a timeout on the field here. Hey, let's take a quick break. 30-second break. We'll be back to STA Stadium.
Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty on every new car that you buy. Even after it's yours, we still take care of it like it's one of ours.
Brian, after 11 years, you're still washing my car.
For the last 80 years, we've worked hard to serve our community. We've added more and more dealerships to fulfill your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Mazda, or Chevy, knowing you have a peace of mind with our free lifetime warranty, you're covered forever. With every new vehicle, Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty. That's a real deal.
I lock it on the punt. Little pooch kick down. Whaley now back. And the ball is going to stop about the 26-yard line, where the Millionaires will take over. 8:50 to go in the 3rd quarter, Coach. 2nd possession of the 2nd half.
And a big possession, not only for obvious reasons for Pittston's defense, but also we'll see if Williamsport can maintain the momentum they had offensively on that big play the last time they had the football.
Harden back into the ball game, too. We haven't seen him in the game in a while. He's back in the game, backs in an I formation. And Williamson will take it from under center. Handoff, Hennigan again, met by a host of Patriots. And down he goes. No gain on the play.
Yeah, nothing doing this time. He tried to cut it back. And he was stopped by Charles Chandra, 6 foot, 235-pound defensive tackle for the Patriots.
Coach, 2nd down and 10. And Hennigan again puts his head down, tackled by Barberi and a host of others up at the 30, 31-yard line.
Then Barberi met him straight on, a nice form tackle, stopped him in his tracks.
Big 3rd down play here coming up.
It is. It is a very big 3rd down play. I think for momentum's sake, Paul, if you're Williamsport, I think you need to get this 1st down. At least 1 or 2 and try and flip the field at the least.
Well, we have a minute, Coach. Our man Carl's watching again. He just sent us a text message. We didn't get to say hello to him last week down in Montgomery. That's his alma mater we were down. But Carl Eisworth listening again, our #1 fan here on Webb Weekly Live. Wishing you the best, Carl. 3rd down and 5. Williamson, a little play action. Throws down the sidelines, looking for Harden, trying to get loose and incomplete.
In and out of his hands again, but great coverage. He had him beat early, but the ball held up for a while. And that's Paul, that's a 45, 50-yard throw. That was across the field almost.
Yeah. Poole on to kick it away. And Barberi back deep for the Patriots. 7:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. And a very high snap, and over his head it goes. Poole chasing it down. Gets the kick off.
Wow. Boy, that's disastrous. Snap was, Poole could do nothing with it. I think maybe thinking about taking a safety there, Paul. No?
Yeah, I mean the ball.
Pittston is going to take over here with tremendous field position with 7:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Ball's at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as like a 3-yard punt. High snap, nothing you can do about that.
No, and it was well over his head.
And Pittston now cooking with gas here as trips to the top of your screen. DeLuca now comes out from the shotgun. See if he takes a shot here in the middle of the field. DeLuca rolling to his left, still rolling passes. Caught, went up high for it. That is 14. That's Anthony Ranelli.
Yeah, beautiful one-handed stab, Paul. And that's going to move the stick 6 yards or 7 yards for Pittston. 6 yards, it looks like, or a long 5.
Pittston's 3 receivers, the 3 seniors, Barberi, Lockett, and Ranelli, very, very athletic. You can see how they go up.
Steady.
Those balls.
Seasoned seniors, right? They've played the game for a while. And you know, we don't follow Pittston, but maybe a senior too. It's their first year out, but they're not playing like it.
Bouncing to the outside goes Puisi.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to go. Great penetration by Williamsport's defensive front.
3rd down. It's going to be a loss on the play at 2 yards. 6:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock moving.
And obviously, if you're Coach Barberi here, you've got 2 downs to make the 8 yards. Williamsport doing some situational substitutions. Glenn Oakley coming in.
They're going to go now trips to the bottom of your screen. We'll see if DeLuca rolls this way. He's been very successful, and he does. Here comes the pressure from the backside. Drew throws up. Little hand check in there as Lockett was engaged there with Slaughter.
Wow, I'm surprised there was no penalty there. They looked like they were holding each other all the way down the field, but official let it play on, and big defensive stop on 3rd down, and they're going to have to do it again.
Williamsport defense has played well. The bend but don't break.
Absolutely. As we said, Pittston could have had at least three touchdowns.
I think this is the 4th or 5th 4th down play they're going for. I know they stopped them on 3. They scored on 1. I think this is the 5th. Here we go. From the gun, 4th and 8. DeLuca rolling out. Here comes the pressure. Sets up the screen. Pass is caught by Menendez and trying to get out of bounds. he goes as the Millionaires try to force him out, and he does.
Well, Williamsport had that snuffed out. That's the third time they've tried that same play to the same side in long yardage situations. And they've been unsuccessful all 3 times. And once again, Williamsport shuts the door.
5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us here. Webb Weekly Live, powered by PA Sports Live. Paul Bowe, Rich Salona's high atop STA Stadium, and beautiful night here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Well, I felt like a double cheeseburger sitting on the rack at McDonald's for that first quarter, Paul. The sun was just killing us.
Whaley into the ball game now, running a Wildcat again. And I think the ball came out, but it went right back. Let's see. Well,
I don't know. Pittston says they have it.
Referee shaking his head no.
They may have him ruled down. And they do. So a change up here by the Williamsport coaches to put Whaley back in. And Coach Pearson told me earlier in the week, don't be surprised if we see him back there. They have a couple plays for him.
Whaley again now, this time from the gun. Handoff again.
Oh, there's a hold.
Running back, no call on the play, and a first down for the Millionaires.
Wow. Williamsport got away with a major hold right out in front of everybody, but they're not going to penalize themselves, and they'll move the sticks.
First down now at the Patriot 49-yard line.
Wow.
5:09 to go in the third quarter, and Williamsport with a first down. Whaley once again still in at quarterback. Whaley now back to pass, rolling to his right, rolling, throws off his back foot, pass is caught by Klein at the 20-yard line. Jakia Klein down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, well-designed play. You're going to see it again. They drug Klein all the way across the field, and he ran to the open spot, put it right on the money. He's just going to lay it up for the 6'4" receiver, and there you go. Kaya Klein with that big play for the Millionaires, Paul, and they're in business.
Yeah, they are cooking with gas here, now down at the 20-yard line. Here's a give here to Hennigan again. No, excuse me, that's Moses. And he's inside the 20-yard line.
About a 1-yard gain.
It'll be 3:59 to go in the third quarter.
Now, Paul, something to think about if you're Williamsport with Connor Poole and a very good and experienced kicker. If you need to, a field goal here with plenty of time left only puts you down 2 points, if you have to do that.
Millionaires in 4 wide now. Williamson back in. There's the little pitch to Whaley. Whaley's being pursued now, cuts it back inside the 15. Down to the 10-yard line. George Whaley making people miss.
Paul, I think he made everybody on the defense miss, and some people twice. What an outstanding run.
Looked like me at a backyard barbecue trying to swat the gnats away as he was bobbing and weaving inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 here with 3 minutes to go.
For those of you who don't know, Paul Bowe, a second-round draft pick of the Miami Dolphins back in 1973, possessed excellent lateral speed.
Yeah, he was 3 years old. Here's a pitch. There goes Whaley. Whaley into the end zone. Millionaires take the lead. Whaley made that drive happen. That's a Park Pizza touchdown. Cam, let's take a look at that one. Coach, bring us through.
And when you've got athletes, you let them run the ball and you let them make plays, and that's what Williamsport's done here. On 2 big plays, nice blocking, and all he needs is a little bit of a crease. Once he gets his pads turned going north and south, there's a great chance that Williamsport's going to at least move the change or move the scoreboard.
Got an injured Patriot on the field here. Back at the 20-yard line. Let's take a quick break. Injury timeout on the field. Millionaires looking for a point-after attempt.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your summer adventures during the Make This the Summer event. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
With so many great vehicles to choose from, Lyle, the most interesting dog in the world, doesn't always drive a Toyota, but when he does, he goes to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
Williamsport going for 2. Whaley keeps it, leaps, and he is
in.
He's in for the 2-point conversion. And Williamsport now leads by 3.
And a smart move there by Williamsport's coaching staff to go for 2 there, Paul, because as we've seen earlier, Pittston's had major issues kicking extra points.
And that drive was the George Whaley show, I'll tell you that. Talk about the tale of 2 halves here. This third quarter has belonged to the Millionaires.
And what did we say at halftime? They needed a shot of confidence, and Whaley's provided it. And listen, we have to take our hats off to Williamsport's defense. It's just plain and simple. They could have broken numerous times during the game, and they have not. They've kept Williamsport in the game, and now Williamsport leads this football game, Paul, 15-12.
Yeah, now Pittston, now the pressure turns a little bit, the momentum turns. Now Pittston has got to answer.
Correct.
Even if they don't score, they got to take some time off the clock and, get that defense a little bit more fatigued there, because Williamsport's offense now is cooking with gas.
And the injured player, by the way, for Pittston, and he hobbled off the field, he's being attended to, was starting linebacker Drew Menendez. So that's a big loss for the Patriots if he cannot return.
Yeah, and he also plays fullback also. Did you say fullback or linebacker? I'm
He's
sorry.
a linebacker defensively.
Yeah.
And they do bring him in on certain packages when they run their power game. And now Williamsport has totally seized momentum in this football game, Mr. Bowe.
Yeah, Barberi did not make the 20-yard line, and he's coming up limping a little bit. He fell awkwardly on the play there. Hard to stop on this turf.
This is, without being redundant and obvious, a very big series for Pittston.
First down and 10 for the Patriots. They're coming out 3 wide now, really spreading the field. Belt high snap. Throws down the sidelines and nobody home there intended for Lockett as DeLuca bobbled that ball with the snap.
Correct, and they were looking to him all the way and very simply was not open. Good coverage by the Millionaires.
Second down and 10 now as the ball's on the 17-yard line. 2:22 to go in the third quarter here. That's been all Williamsport. Trailed 12-0 at the half. 2 touchdowns in a 2-point conversion, and they are up 15-12 right now. And they're going 3 wide again. Now DeLuca from the shotgun once again. Back to pass, looks, throws over the middle, passes almost intercepted, threw into triple coverage there.
All right, we have another flag down on the far side of the field, and Paul, where I'm at, my angle, I can't tell whether somebody moved or if somebody was offsides. But it was an immediate flag.
I couldn't tell.
And Paul, is it me or is Pittston sort of, it almost seems like they've lost their way offensively here the last 3 or 4 possessions. They have no rhythm as to what they're doing.
They're really rushing their plays. I mean, they're throwing the ball really quick. I mean, hats off to Williamsport. They've been really pressuring the quarterback, but we haven't seen much even of the running game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They came out for a series and a half and presented major issues for Williamsport's defense running right at them. And it seems like they've abandoned that now, and they just want to throw the ball down the field every play.
And that's going to be against Pittston. Whatever the call was, I did not see. But it's going to be 2nd and 15, a false start. We have our spotter up here tonight, Iron Mike Lundy in the booth, returning to the WebbWeekly team. Good to see Iron Mike.
It is always good to see the Iron One.
There's a handoff right there to Poesi and nothing doing. It's going to be 3rd and long now, Coach. 2:08 to go, clock moving.
And Pittston has to be careful here that they don't turn the ball over. Still only down 3 with a little over a quarter to play.
Well, as you said, 2 major problems in the kicking game so far this game for Pittston. There go, trips to the bottom of your screen.
Because there's not much you can do 3rd and 15 backed up like you are, but they're going to try a quick screen.
Yep. I think that was Menendez there on the catch.
Yeah, Williamsport's all over it. Devin Harris.
No, that was Lockett.
Was that
Lockett on the pass.
No, I meant for the stop, the tackle.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. I was trying to get the receiver. I thought it was Menendez, but it was number 2.
No, it was Lockett.
Yep, Lockett. And he's had a whale of a game. He's had 6 or 7 catches. To check with Tony what he has officially there.
Yeah, barring anything stupid here, Williamsport's going to get fabulous field position. And they're going to maybe get points. Nope.
The ball is going to take a neutral bounce there. It's going to go sideways.
Wow, talk about a tale of 2 halves here, Paul, in terms of teams hurting themselves.
Getting back to Lockett there, Coach. Tony says 7 catches, 114 yards.
Well, he's the real deal, but it's hard to showcase him when it's 3rd and 14.
Absolutely. Big play here for the Millionaires. Don't forget, you got the big leg here, a pull. 10 yards, and you're in his range now.
Absolutely.
He can kick it from the other side of the 50.
That last extra point he kicked landed at Melito's sub shop about 8 blocks outside the stadium.
Don't be talking about food. get me hungry. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Handoff right up the middle.
And now you're starting to see the Williamsport offensive line get a little bit more assertive, get a little bit more confidence as they're running right at Pittston the last two series.
Boy, is Hennigan strong running north and south.
He's a load to bring down.
5'10", 205 listed here for the senior. And he's over 100 yards rushing on the ball game.
And what he's done tonight is he's been very decisive in making his plant foot hit the ground and then getting upfield and getting positive yardage.
12 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown. On number 13, he's going to break this one, and he's going to go again. Nasir Hennigan into the end zone again. 28 yards.
Yep.
Make that 13 carries for $145 and 2 touchdowns.
And Williamsport, I think, is going to go for...
Pulls out on the field there.
1 here, which they shove. Just trying to do my abacus math quickly. I'm looking at the scoreboard.
I saw you sliding cookies counting. Pull on for the extra point. Snap spot, kick is up. Kick is definitely in that sub shop that you said, Coach.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Williamsport 22, Pittston 12. 9 seconds to go here in a millionaire third quarter. Another Park Pizza touchdown.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty on every new car that you buy. Even after it's yours, we still take care of it like it's one of ours.
Brian, after 11 years, you're still washing my car.
For the last 80 years, we've worked hard to serve our community. We've added more and more dealerships to fulfill your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Mazda, or Chevy, knowing you have a peace of mind with our free lifetime warranty, you're covered forever. With every new vehicle, Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty. That's a real deal.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
And Connor Poole kicks it away, and that's going to go into the end zone again for a touchback. Coach, another listener listening in. The Duke is listening in up in Hazleton.
The Duke is listening? I can only surmise it must be from the world-famous Duke's Dungeon.
Absolutely. You want to get stronger, that's where you go. Down at the Duke's Dungeon, he's listening in. What a Friday night here, 22-12. Millionaires now ahead in the waning seconds of the third quarter. Paul Ball along with Rich Salonis here on WebbWeekly Live. We are powered by PA Sports Live. A beautiful night for football. And a beautiful third quarter, Coach, if you're a Millionaire fan.
Absolutely. They've taken control of the football game in all phases. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say if Pittston does not put points on the board here, Williamsport's going to get their first victory of the season. It just seems like Pittston's totally disjointed.
Yeah, they're coming out 3 wide now. DeLuca from the shotgun. Lone setback now rolling to his left. Still rolling, throws, passes caught, bobbled and dropped.
Now they're going to give him the
reception. Robbie Barberi tiptoeing on the sidelines.
Wow, Paul, I know we're away, but it looked like he dropped that.
They're going to give him a catch, and it's going to be a first down.
And this should be the last play of the third quarter.
Good concentration by Robbie on the sidelines. They're going to come out now 2 wide here at the bottom of your screen. Lone setback is Pawese now. DeLuca from the gun again, rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Throws and just threw that one away into the sidelines as the third quarter comes to a close, Coach.
Correct. He threw the ball. There was absolutely no receiver anywhere in the area. So I don't know if Pittston had some miscommunication on their patterns, but there was no one there.
All right, 3 quarters in the books here at STA Stadium. Williamsport 22 third quarter points. Lead Pittston 22-12. We'll be back in the fourth.
King, come in. is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong.
Oh man, great energy. King Kong energy drink is with the big boys drink. If you want the energy, King Kong energy drink is the one you're going to have to choose.
Is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink.
King Kong with Big Snoop Deal Double G.
King Kong in. Look at this. Family just got a whole order of King Kong in, like 5 or 6 cases. My mom loves it. My dad loves it. The whole family, all ages. King Kong and energy drink keeps you going all day.
All right, welcome back. DeLuca from the gun, rolling to his right, rolls, throws, passes, caught on the sidelines and rolling out of bounds is Barberi again.
And that's been their most consistent, successful pass play tonight. That deep comeback pattern by their split end. They run it well.
They ran that a bunch of times last week against Hazleton and watching the tape, and they had a lot of success with it also.
Right, and now they're coming back to it again, and now it seems, maybe they're getting a little bit of rhythm back.
11:52 to go here, just underway, fourth quarter. Williamsport with 22 points in case you're just joining us in that third quarter. They were down 12-0 at the half.
I really believe they have to score on this drive, Paul.
Little misdirection there, and up the middle goes number 34. That's
David Sudo, the tight end usually. That's an old wing T play, Paul. That's Sally is what the name of that play is called.
Other known as the counter give. First down at the 45-yard line. They're moving the ball here now, Coach. Oh, bobbles the snap. DeLuca back to pass, rolling to his right. Throws down the sidelines, passes. Did he?
He caught it, but I don't know if he was in
bounds. I don't know if he
and
was in there.
He
Let's
was
see.
not. He was incomplete.
Triple coverage again down there. We got a flag on the play. You see the call or no?
No, there was.
Or was there a flag?
There is a flag, and they're marking it off, it looks like, against Williamsport, but I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it was a hold or offsides.
Must be off.
No, they're going to go in further.
It's going to be a first down. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
I didn't see any extracurriculars going on, Paul, but then again, I had traffic and didn't really see it. There was some traffic in the press box, and I looked away.
First down and 10 now. Ball at the 30-yard line. DeLuca under center. Same play again, Coach.
Yeah, Williamsport's all over it this time. They sniffed it out. And that was either Glenn Oakley, 68, or Josh Lake, 66. Very hard to see the difference between the two numbers.
I look like Oakley from here. Second down and 12, loss of 2 on the play. Very important here for Pittston to get some points in this drive. Officials timeout. Don't forget, Pittston already used 1 timeout. They're going 3 wide here now. DeLuca from the gun. Pass it on the middle, right on target there, through a laser beam to Barberi there.
And one of their staple plays way back, Paul, early in the game in their first couple series. Now they come back to it again, and DeLuca puts that ball on the money. They execute that play, the comeback, and the waggle. In my opinion, tonight have been their 3 most successful and most consistent plays.
Now, Barberi's listed at 5'11", 170 pounds. Looks like he has a bigger frame. He uses his body well to shield the defenders, and he did on that play to put the D back up. Now 3 wide again here, 3rd down and 4. And DeLuca from the gun, straight drop back, under pressure. Throws up his back foot, and that is
intercepted, Paul.
Intercepted, but was he in bounds?
He was. I believe he was.
Referees are going to talk about it.
No. Wow, I thought he was in.
And Pittston dodges a bullet there. I didn't see Coach who provided the pressure there, but he forced him to throw it.
I think 3 of Williamsport's down linemen were there in a hurry.
4th down and 4 now with 10:03 to go in the ball game.
And once again, surprised they're throwing that far downfield with such short yardage to go for the first down.
4th down and 4. DeLuca rolling. Throws in the intercepted.
Yeah, and thankfully it was 4th down.
Right,
they
that
shouldn't
was
have
4th.
caught it. That was a break for Williamsport. Let that go. But again, you need 4 yards and 2 plays in a row, Paul. They're throwing 15 or 20-yard patterns. I don't understand it.
Trying to get the ball to lock it down at the goal line, and another turnover on downs, and Williamsport takes over. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Desir Hennigan now.
Absolutely.
Take some clock off.
And Paul, by my calculations, I'm thinking that's at least the 5th or 6th time Williamsport's had a stand in their end of the field tonight defensively.
Officials timeout again.
So Pittston down 2 scores, and quite frankly, if Williamsport is able to run some clock, Pittston is going to find themselves in a bad way.
Williamson under center. Play action.
He's got him
Throws
open.
down the sidelines.
It's caught. He's going to score. No flags on the field, Paul.
I think that is Slaughter running free in the secondary, and it is.
And Williamsport should kick this extra point.
76 yards for the score. One-on-one coverage, coach. Fought for the ball, got it, and it was just a foot race. No one near him.
No. You're not going to catch any of the receivers once they get into the green grass.
Let's take a look at that. Park Pizza touchdown.
And this is called going right for the jugular right off the bat. First down, play action. And Williamson did a nice job staying in the pocket and taking the hit.
Pull on for the extra point right down the middle. Williamsport with 29 unanswered so far. 9:44 to go in the fourth. We'll be back to STA.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fast Mass.
All right, welcome back. Fielded by Barberi at the 20, trying to get to the outside, up to about the 25-yard line. Coach Williamson, a 76-yard touchdown pass to Slaughter. Williamson now 6 of 12, 94 yards. Hennigan has 28 carries for a $145.
And a tale of two halves for Williamson. We overshot a lot of receivers in the first half. He's been on target the second half. And, boy, you know, we talked early on about the availability of all the different playmakers for Williamsport, and they've certainly showcased them tonight.
Yeah, and Nasir Hennigan also 20 carries in the second half for over 100 yards in a little over a quarter. Oh, there's a high snap. DeLuca gives chase and just falls on it down at the 5-yard line. Things going from bad to worse for the Patriots.
And a smart move by, I believe it was Alonzo in that play, to not pounce on the quarterback and take a chance at a 15-yard penalty there. He just put his hand on him to make sure he was down. Smart move, good judgment, and everything's just falling apart for Pittston in the second half. It's just that simple, and you've got to give Williamsport a lot of credit for that.
You got to give their defense a lot of credit for hanging in that first quarter. We said at halftime, Coach, it could have been 28-0.
Correct.
And they hung around. It was 12-0, and you know they got that big run by Hennigan and really started turning things around. DeLuca under center. Handoff. Poesi again, and Burks on the tackle there, along with 68. No, 6.
See, as I was saying earlier, it's hard to see the difference between the 6 and the 8 from up here with their number scheme. So it was either Lake or Best.
We're about 75 yards away from the field. And high above, beautiful view here, though, at STA, and a beautiful night for football. We'll get some scores around District 4 before we check out. We'll have our players of the game, or player of the game. And nothing doing at all.
Williamsport's taking the football game over. And
that was Patrizak, the ball carrier.
And we haven't heard much from Peter Zach tonight.
I'm sorry.
And, you know, Paul, you know, Pittston obviously has some weapons, but I think they've been outplayed here in the second half by Williamsport.
Lock it on to punt it away. Moses back deep, and it takes a bounce up at the 49-yard line.
Szilagyi made a wise decision to back up and get away from that. You don't need points right now for Williamsport. You don't even need to take a chance on turning the ball over. You've got momentum. You've got the lead.
And you're up by 3 scores.
And let's just hope there's no onside kicks. And we've got a score from Iron Mike. Jersey Shore and Lewisburg 0-0, but put the 7 in front of the 0 for Jersey Shore, 70-0. If that score is correct on ScoreStream, Jersey Shore, I think, has got a very fine football team this year, Paul Bowe.
Well, they ran roughshod over Pottsville the first game. Always good team down there in Bulldog Land, and Szilagyi now bouncing to the outside.
And now what do you want to do now, Paul? You want to protect what?
You want to protect the ball. You want to run the clock.
Absolutely.
And punt it away if you have to. 7:40 to go. Clock moving. Pittston has 2 timeouts remaining.
And this is fun time for all the old dinosaur coaches like myself to pull out all the cliches. The scoreboard's your friend, all of those things that nobody wants to hear anymore. But it is. You don't need any more points.
Moses again running right.
And I just got a look from one of my former players who's heard that from me. Got another look from him. So see, Paul, it sticks with him. Now, the little things, I talked to Coach Pearson earlier in the week, when you work on little things, and we're seeing a little thing right here. Williamsport taking their time, snapping the ball with 2 seconds left on the 30-second clock, or 25-second clock, excuse me.
Little busted play there.
Yep,
Williamson,
just go down. Yep.
Alertly rolls, just slid right in bounds, kept the clock going.
Absolutely. 40-second clock. Paul, I don't know. I'm all disjointed now. I think I have heat stroke from earlier on.
Well, I got my Yeti here, even though Yeti's not a sponsor here, but we got our Yetis up here.
Well, Paul, I will be honest with you. It's the hottest press box I've ever been in. It topped last year's first game at STA for us.
Pull on to punt it away as we're under 6 minutes. Fielded by Barberi, running to his right. And a good open field tackle there by 22.
Run down by Devin Harris. I think we've called his name a couple times tonight.
Special teamer.
He's going to stay on the field, Paul, and man one of the corner positions, I believe, for Williamsport on the series.
Substitutions here. And a big win here for Williamsport as long as things hold on. And this would be a big win for them.
Absolutely. And I think they've earned this win tonight, Paul. They battled. They had some adversity, but they took this game in the second half. It wasn't given to them.
And off there to the up back. That's Braymeyer, excuse me. 5'8", 170-pound senior.
And maybe Pittston conceding here a little bit, Paul, just playing it vanilla, running off tackle. And Paul, we have a final from the Northern Tier at Alperon Park. The Troy Trojans 28, the Montoursville Warriors 7. And again, we're going off a score stream, which sometimes is not always reliable, but that was 21-7 earlier, I believe we reported. So Troy Trojans are going to move to 2-0 on the season.
DeLuca rolling now, pass out of the backfield, pass is incomplete as he was intended for Braymeyer. And it'll bring up fourth down.
And one of the good ones leaving the press box. Iron Mike's on his way out.
It's like when Elvis leaves the building. Iron Mike has left the building. Lock it on to punt it away. Another high snap, one-handed stab there. And the ball is going to take a Pittston bounce and right around the 49-yard line again, just traded a little field position. 3:54 to go.
Now you don't want any injuries, Paul.
No, absolutely not. 3:54 to go.
Paul, let's, if we can.
Pass to Moses. Pitch to Moses, trying to get around the corner and does. Josh turns it up and gets about 8 yards and pushed out.
I think it's going to come back, Paul. Holder a block in the back. If it's too early, just tell me. And we're looking at a pretty good showdown game here next week at STA. Got the Dallas Mountaineers coming into town playing Crestwood tonight, who upset Valley View last week.
There's a big win.
You know, Richie Manello's teams from Dallas are always going to show up and play. They're well coached.
.327 to go. Tackle made by Ranelli.
He made a nice read, saw some open space, took it.
Stay tuned with us after the ball game. We'll have our player of the game. Get some final stats, some scores from around District 4. Tony Birch doing a great job again on stats. Big Mike, our cameraman, as usual. We got the best producer in the game, Cam.
We have another flag on the far side of the field, Paul. Appears to be against Williamsport. So something we haven't mentioned tonight, Paul Bowe, is that both of these head coaches are very familiar with one another. Mike Pearson and Nick Barberry were both teammates at Lycoming College a ways back, and not only that, went up against each other in practice quite a bit. As Barberry was a defensive back, special team player for the Warriors, and Mike was a wide receiver.
Small world, Coach.
It is.
Small world. Williamsport's going backwards here. It's 4th down and a country mile. Pull on to kick it away. Oh, bobbled the kick. Bounced right back up.
Alonzo Rice, I believe, was there to make the stop for the Millionaires. And, Paul, it doesn't get any easier for Pittston as they will be hosting Wyoming Valley West next week. And if I'm correct, Paul, Wyoming Valley West returns Mr. Cobb, I believe, at tailback.
Yep, we were talking a little bit about him yesterday, and logged, 400 carries last year as a sophomore?
Correct. Now, we didn't see him by the time Valley West got here. He was hurt.
Poor kid was broke down by then, but he's back. I remember Luke Buss was the quarterback last year. And
correct.
I think he's moved the wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken there. They got a different quarterback, but they're always a strong team.
Very
Valley
physical,
West.
yep.
Good run there for Pittston. .121 to go here. Clock moving. Handoff again, straight up the middle. Number 25.
Peter Zach.
Peter Zach again, running hard.
And all is not lost for the Patriots. It's not as if they're a horrible football team.
No.
Paul, they controlled this court. They controlled the game for the first half, and it just seemed like a different team came out of the locker room schematically. I mean, every phase of the game, they just seemed disjointed in the second half. Would you agree?
I agree 100%. I mean, we talked about it at halftime. The score could have been 28-0 or more. I mean, they just dominated the game. Jerry Grumman, a quarterback this series also for the Patriots, a 5'7", 130-pound sophomore. Getting some underclassmen in the game here now. 26 seconds to go. See if they try to put one in here at the end. Up the middle again.
Peter Zach again on the carry for the Patriots.
Yeah, Peter Zach running hard.
I think that's going to be it, Paul. Pittston's conceded.
And we'll put a bow on this one here. Final score from STA Stadium. The Williamsport Millionaires go to 1-1 with a 29-12 victory over the Pittston Patriots, who fall to 0-2. We're going to take a brief break. We'll be back with some final statistics, our players of the game, and some scores from around the area.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
All right, we're back here at STA Stadium. Coach, 29-12, Williamsport with 29 unanswered points in the second half, all in the third quarter. I mean, you talk about a tale of two halves. The Millionaires, hats off to them.
Well, whatever you want to say, however you want to phrase it, whatever language you want to put it in, but that's exactly what it was. I mean, Williamsport certainly had its chances the first half to fold, had a couple opportunities offensively. Their defense kept them in the ball game, and then the second half they just came out and took the ball game away. Took it right off of Pittston. Big plays, stellar defense again, and I think you saw a little bit of an example of the firepower that Williamsport has from a skill standpoint.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's never been even questioned. Let's go through a little stats here for Williamsport. Nasir Hennigan, 28 carries, $145 on the ground, 2 touchdowns.
And I think that's right around the point where you started to see the game change a little bit. When Williamsport found its running game, they started to pound the ball a little bit at Pittston, and then they had that run to get them into the end zone to start the third quarter, and it was all downhill for Pittston from there.
Yes, Williamson, efficient, 6 of 12, 94 yards. He had that long pass to Slaughter. This kid has a big major league. I'd like to see the air miles he's thrown on some of those balls he threw across the field that just were out of the reach of Jameer Harden early in the game.
And again, something to think about, you know, when you're trying to run that play action and your running game is not successful, it makes it hard. In the second half, Paul, they established the running game, and lo and behold, the play action passes were working.
And something I thought that really, really turned the game around is the play of George Whaley. He came in for that Wildcat, 2 of 2 passing, 37 yards. He had a rushing TD, a 2-point conversion. He just was. I mean, he's electric.
Correct, and you have somebody that can come into a game and provide that spark when you need it, or even as a changeup. Even if things are going well, hey, you can't discount that.
Yeah, and for Pittston, DeLuca, 13 of 19, 135 yards. Really played very well in the first half. A touchdown to Lockett. Pawisi, 12 rushes, 74 yards. He had 69 at the first half. He's only had 1 carry in the second half, 1 rushing TD, and Kevin Lockett, 7 catches and a touchdown for 105 yards. Also, Barberi had a really nice game receiving for Pittston area, but Williamsport, it was their night tonight in the third quarter. It's time to pick the player of the game, Coach. And you brought up an interesting point. We're not going to do a player. We're going to do players, plural, of the game.
Well, yeah, I think we talked about it, and I think the players of the game has to go to Williamsport's defensive unit, who kept them in the ball game the first half, and in the second half shut the door. And I just thought they played good enough. Not perfect, obviously. There's things that coach will change when he looks at the film and continue to get better at. But no major blown assignments tonight. They had DeLuca under pressure constantly. They were bringing backside heat, front side heat. None of Pittston's screen game worked. And I just thought they played a very good game.
Yeah, and hats off to Drew DeLuca, too. He was under duress most of the night. Still, 13 of 19 completing passes there. And you're right, though. Williamsport seemed to have the answer for every time they tried to throw a screen pass. We got some scores from around the area here. And Loyalsock, they all should be finals by now. Loyalsock 20, Hughesville nothing. Troy, as you reported, 28-7 over Montoursville. Muncie over Wellsboro, 30-22. Jersey Shore puts up 70 on Lewisburg, and South Williamsport 59. Montgomery 14. Well, Coach, we're going to thank the crew here. Tony Birch for on stats. Big Mike doing the job on camera as also. Best producer in the game, Cam Crossley, minus the Crossley drone we don't get to see anymore. And my partner, Rich Salonis. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, Williamsport and Dallas right here at STA Stadium. We'll have the game on WebbWeekly Live, powered by PA Sports Live. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.